Hey team, welcome back. My name's Nick, a licensed registered architect, and today's a quick tutorial on an issue. I was working in a project the other day, and this issue cropped up, and I thought it would be helpful to kind of go over how I resolved it, and maybe help some of you out there that follow what we're doing here. So basically, I have a floor plan here, sample project, and let's get started. So let me show you the issue. And that was, I have a queen bed here with some side tables, right? And this is just a basic cabin floor plan that I was working on. And I was trying to align this table is a little jacked up. It's a little funky. I was trying to just align the back edge of this table with the drywall here. And using the align tool, I wasn't able to tab onto the edge of this table, which was really frustrating. And it's a quick fix. I knew what was going on. I wanted to show you guys, some of you, this issue will likely crop up for you, and it's just not a bad fix actually if you know how to quickly go into edit a family, and that's what we're going to do today. Even if you don't edit families on a regular basis, I'm just gonna show you because it's really not that difficult. So the other thing is, I kept using the dimension tool here. I wasn't able to grab the edge of the table at all. I couldn't tab onto it. I can tab onto the center lines of the table, both in both planes, vertical and horizontal, which is great. Which means the family may be partially set up correctly, but I wasn't able to grab onto the edges of the table. And so that's not a bad fix, and we're going to go in there and fix it. So here we go. Um, I think that's all I want to preference this with. Yeah, so to fix this, we're gonna click. So what I want to do is align the back edge of the table with the drywall here, and then put it, I don't know, 3 inches off of the side of the bed on either side, just to be more exact. And so the reason this isn't allowing you to grab is going to be a reference plane issue, reference issue. So we're going to click on the table, and we're going to go edit the family of this 18 by 18 nightstand table. So we'll go and edit the family. So we're now in the edit family mode, and this is the 3D view. For those of you who aren't familiar with the family mode, we're going to go into reference level here under floor plans on the left sidebar. And when we're in here, we'll see, that the table has, a masking region here. Let's go back into the 3D view just to see the different elements. So we have an extrusion for the tabletop, and then an extrusion duplicated for the legs, and then an extrusion down here for kind of the bottom stand of the table. And when we're back in the reference level, you'll see that there are, parameters set up, right? A width and a depth parameter, which seem to be working accurately. You can check those, of course, if you know how to do that. We won't get into parameters too much on this tutorial, but we're looking at these reference planes, right? So we have these dashed green reference planes that are set up on each edge of the table. And when you click on these, so you have these center reference planes, which are over in the properties panel. When you click on one of the center reference planes, it shows that the is reference here is set to strong reference. And that's for both of these. These are both set up as a strong reference, which is great for the center lines of these tables because it's helping to equalize both sides and make it symmetrical. And the parameters are drawing from that stuff. But these edge reference planes, when you click on them, you can see over here that is reference is set to not a reference for all of these edge reference planes, which is not good. It's not good typically for a family to have that, because you then can't grab. That's why I wasn't able to grab onto the edges of those tables or to tab onto them, to dimension them or to align them. And so that's the problem, is that is reference is set to not a reference. So what we're going to do is just change all four of those. So we're going to select onto each of these reference. We can control select onto each of these reference planes. Okay, all four of these. It shows you have 4 reference planes selected, and we're going to go over here and under is reference, we're going to hit this drop down, and we're going to set those to a weak reference. Okay, and that weak, setting those to a weak reference, what that does is it allows when it's back in the project, it allows you to grab onto the edges for dimensioning or aligning. So that's what that is. If you ever have this fix crop up in a family, this is the fastest, easiest fix for that, is to set those to a some sort of weak reference. You don't need it to be a strong reference in order for Revit in the project to recognize it and to snap onto it. So that's all it is. That's it. That's the only thing you have to do. And then we just want to load this back in this. So we don't need to even save this because we'll just load it back into the project. So we're going to select that. And then it's going to ask you, it already exists. What do you want to do? Do you want to override the existing version or override the existing version and its parameter values? In this case, I'm actually going to make sure this works. So I'm going to override the existing version and its parameter values. And I know I only have these two families, these two tables on this project, so it's not going to like mess up a bunch of things in the project. You know, if it was an element that I had already set up perfectly, I would maybe try the overwrite existing version first. But I'm not worried about messing up this family, so I'm just going to do this second option here and click OK. Okay, so let's see if it worked. Let's do the align tool now and snap here and see if, there we go. We can now snap to the back edge of that table on either side. So let's do that for this one too. Snap to the back of the drywall and snap the back of the table so that the table is now aligned with the drywall edge. The other thing is I want to, let's see, what else do I want to do? Let's just dimension here and set this to 3 inches real quick. So let's set that to 3 inches and hit OK. Same thing on this side. Once we've done that, we can then delete this, right? We don't need that there on the floor plan showing up. Same thing on this side. We'll snap to the edge of the table so that this side table is 3 inches off the bed and 3 inches. Okay, great. We can go ahead and delete that now. So this is all set up correctly. Now we have a symmetrical side table on either side of the queen bed. And it's centered, the queen bed's kind of centered in this little nook space. And that's that. So we fixed that family and we're good to go. This fix doesn't, tips and tricks fix doesn't just apply to tables, of course. This would apply to columns. For instance, I've had that happen on a column before where I couldn't grab the edge of the column, only the center line of the column. So I just went into that column family and did the same exact thing. And this will happen, you know, as you work with different families. So just be aware. It's a nice thing to know how to fix that, and it'll save time in the long run and save a lot of headache. So if you guys got any questions or comments, go ahead and submit those down below. I'll get to them when I can. Thank you so much for watching today. And if you got anything out of this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye.